So I've always made jewelry. I started collecting beads. That was my first hobby at like 6 years old. And then I kind of went out of it, came back into it in college. Always wanted to sew, always loved thrifting, textiles, but didn't have those skills. And then when I moved to Bellingham with my husband in 2011, I opened the Wailing Goat Espresso, which was a short-lived little coffee shack downtown Bellingham in the old alley district. And a friend of mine suggested that we organize an upcycled runway show in the alley district grounds. And I was like, sure, let's do it. I have a Singer sewing machine still in the box that I got for Christmas 5 years ago. I'll just learn to sew. And we decided to organize this event. It was a fundraiser at the time for Bridget Collins. And I literally took my machine out of the box and just fumbled through it and like came up with a bunch of scrappy, ruffly dresses for that first show. So that was in 2012, we did that. And then I still am a very scrappy sewist. When you can sew one line, you can kind of go to town with anything else. You just experiment. So that's sort of how I got started. I make a living mostly from cashmere hats and earrings. That's like sort of, I can wholesale those, and those are the biggest, I guess, demand. The earrings, I take wire, I shape the designs, I hammer it. I crimp the bits of the wire to suspend on the leather. And then I leather punch it. Each pair of earrings, they all have a bit of leather, and that's sort of how the hammered copper, sterling, and brass is suspended. And then from there, it's just, it's whatever I add to it, like beads or stones or, yeah. Thrifting was natural to me even before it was cool in junior high. And so to be able to hone in on just using reclaimed materials was definitely a sustainability decision, but also it eliminated endless options for me. So I started collecting secondhand and donated materials from thrift shops or even my own wardrobe that I was getting rid of. And it just like made the options way more feasible. So at this point in my business, I still have a lot of like vintage polyester stuff that is really cool because I love the fashion from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, but I'm now focusing on only even thrifting sustainable fabrics like leather, wool, linen, cotton, silk. Design-wise, I can sort of put them together, and then if I don't like them, I don't feel good about them representing my work, so I'll take them apart. Or if I pull something from a shop that's been sitting there for a while, I'll re-upcycle it until I like it. So it's just this process of layering, putting them together, taking them apart until they're just right.